Yeah, not having a good hair day. If you could see, my hair is very still working. I put on too much mousse, like the stuff to fix your hair. Really, I do use mousse. I'm not. Anyway, let's talk about something strange. Last week, I reacted to a VFX artist react to video, episode 45 to be exact, and only now do I find out that the original video was removed, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at it before we go back to the actual video of today. I'm looking at it. Wait, was it 45, 46, 47? I don't remember anymore. Someone tell me what was the last episode. Yeah, I'm just so confused right now. So, yeah, maybe I might not do another reaction to it, but hey. Um Yeah, but anyway, let's go back to something else. The guys down at Corridor Digital have now released, through Corridor Crew, Stuntmen React to Bad and Great Hollywood Stunts, episode 25. I always love it when they bring stuntmen on the show because I think stuntmen are very important, ingredient when it comes to action. They're important when it comes to action scenes, how to stage it, how to do all of it. I have been hearing some initial reaction to Black Widow. Have been saying that the film is kind of like the Solo, a Star Wars equivalent of the MCU. It's not exactly what they've said, but I've been hearing some. They say it's solid, so it's like, let me see what Solo, a Star Wars story had in terms of critical reception. All right, 6.9 IMDb, 6.9 Rotten Tomatoes. Where's the audience? And 6.2 Metacritic. Thing is, I actually thought Solo: A Star Wars Story was actually pretty damn good. It was better than Last Jedi: Rise of Skywalker, which I know is not saying much, but let me close the door here. Yeah, um, yeah, just a little side note there. Anyway, let's watch the video. Let's see what clips the guys down at Corridor have.
Ooh. To be honest, I don't even remember what happened.
Is that Aaron?
So did he miss the boxes?
He did.
Why does Chuck Norris work so well? Why do we remember it so fondly? Looking at this fight scene, what are the critiques you have for it?
That's right. Wow.
Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Stick around to the end to see how you can get 1 month free Skillshare Premium.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Stuntmen React. We are joined by a longtime friend and a man who's worked with us many times. I'm not talking about Guy. I'm talking about Malai here. So Malai has been in a ton of Corridor videos and has gone off and worked on a bunch of cool projects as well.
I am a fight choreographer. I actually started with my stunt team, EMC Monkeys. We had a YouTube channel, which we worked a lot with Corridor. I'm glad to be back in this familiar space, even though it's changed a lot.
Yeah. Guy is joining us as well because we just need that flavor in our little show here.
I'm a little... I'm a little spice at the end. Salt.
Yeah. Salt. Yeah.
So, Malai, you and a bunch of the EMC guys worked on Iron Fist,
Yes,
right?
we did.
Fist. I will say this about the first season of Iron Fist. Wasn't as bad as like the critics were making it out to be. It was just mediocre. Second season though was actually pretty damn good. Although I haven't really seen much of the Netflix shows ever since the whole thing. Apparently they're no longer canon. Or they might be canon, the Netflix Marvel shows. That depends on how. And I've been seeing Loki so far. So far, I've liked what I've seen. Who knows? They might go that route. They may not.
Now, Iron Fist wasn't necessarily the most critically well-received Marvel series.
It was not. Just know that we had no power. Our coordinator didn't have any say.
A lot of the times when we see like action sequences,
Yeah, the Black Panther, the CGI in it was a very mixed bag because when they're showing like the aerial plate footage of like where there's gonna be Wakanda, it's great. But when they did here, like for here, this was clearly a reshoot that they've done, and it's like they could not deliver the effects in time. Also, Black Panther was finished in 4K, and technically, I think 4K intermediates are very expensive, so it's either scan it in 4K or spend the money on better visual effects, and clearly they spend it on the 4K intermediate, but yeah, like the CG here is not good on Black Panther. Other than that, I think Black Panther is still a great movie. I miss Chadwick Boseman. Gone too soon. Gone forever, man. Kind of forever.
Or stunt sequences that you're like, oh, that's really janky. A lot of the times it's not because of the stunt performers. It takes a team to make a film.
Still Iron Fist.
It starts our characters in black at night, with swords that are also black at night.
Yeah.
Also, I would argue that over the shoulder is not a very good angle for sword fights.
No, not really.
Like, look at this combo. You see the one stab at this, like, you can't see any of that.
Yeah.
Better not hit me in my leg. Better not hit me in my leg.
Where
He was already looking at it.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I'm
come right here.
They're always surprised. It's like we were in a sword fight.
What? How could this happen?
I thought we were practicing.
Yeah.
Man, I can just see the director of photography being like, how do I film this blood? How do I show blood? How can I make this blood show up on camera? It's nighttime and it's raining. Everything's already wet. Everything's already black.
I think it's always left to like whoever the show's colorist was. Let me look it up. Iron Fist. Yeah. 6.5 IMDb. Yeah. I'm looking at it. TVMA. Could have been a TV-14 series. I don't know what Iron Fist, how intense it's supposed to, why it was supposed to be TVMA in the first place. It's like, well, the other Marvel Netflix shows did it, so we gotta do it too. I will say, the one I have not seen in a while was Jessica Jones, but that was because, yeah. Looking at all the directors who made some episodes here, like John Dahl, Yuda Breezewitz, Reza directed an episode, and David Dobkin, of all people, the director of Wedding Crashers. God, I'm looking at it right here now. Who's the cinematographer? It's always left to the colorist. That's the thing that people forget. Wow, they had. Okay, here it is. 3 cinematographers. Manuel Billeter. What has he done? Alright, did Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. I'm looking at it here. Lawless, second unit director. Oh, he did aerial unit, New York aerial unit photography for John Wick Chapter 3. B camera operator, Tower Heist. B camera, Our Idiot Brother. Second unit DP, When in Rome. Brief video interviews with hideous men. A camera. The Zohan. The Perfect Holiday. The Darjeeling Limited. Yeah, no, let me look up cinematographer credits. Ozark, The Punisher, Luke Cage, Orange is the New Black, Law and Order, editorial department on Y Tu Mama Tambien. Oh. Alright. I can't believe I had to stop the entire video just because, hey, the guys at Corridor made me think about it. Nothing against them. Just, they had my curiosity, now I had my attention. Niels Alpert. Let me look at it. Let me see if am angled correctly. Okay, I am angled correctly. Let's see. Camera operator on 10 episodes of The Wire. And, yeah, cinematographer. Let's see here. Prodigal Son. Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, not much, but directed a few things. Yeah, mostly TV worked or just short videos. I gotta just bring myself back a little. I'm a little starting to get a little uncomfortable here. Yeah. Again, gotta check the camera. Okay, good. Chris Levasseur. Ah, okay. Looking at it now. Power Book 2, Daredevil, third season. One episode of Iron Fist, obviously. What was camera and electrical department on? The Americans, Glee, um, Sorcerer's Apprentice, camera operator, second assistant camera on Malcolm X. All right, and I don't know who the colorist on the show was, because it's always the one who brings it all together is the colorist after they do the initial scan, and then you have to add the visual effects and all that. Series editorial department. Um, Here, final colorist Kevin Kraut and Tony DeMori. Kevin Kraut, editorial department. I'm looking at it right now. Invasion, Doctor Death. See why the Last Man. Um, Dailies colorist. He's mostly colored dailies. When They See Us, Foss Verdon, The Tick, Ocean's 8, um, Iron Fist, The Defenders, John Wick Chapter 2, Collateral Beauty, TMNT Out of the Shadows, Daredevil, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Walter Mitty as well. And right here, final colorist on season 1. I don't know who the one on season 2 was. Tony Diamori. Okay. Last one, and then I promise I'm going back to the video. Mayans, Fargo, Legion, Cloak and Dagger, Daredevil, Punisher, Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star, Takers, and colorist on Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's a good movie. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Let's just go back to the video. The guys at Corridor made me do this. No offense.
So, looking at this fight scene, what are the critiques you have for it?
So what was missing was there's a lot of moments in the fight that they didn't capture story-wise. It's just all you see is a fight, not a well-captured fight.
So working on television, my experience has been that there's barely any time. How many sessions did you guys get with the actual actors to work on this fight?
Like one.
One
Yeah,
session?
and it's not even a full day because they gotta go to a script reading, dialect coach, fitness coach. So they're doing all this stuff on top of learning the choreography.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not like they shot the dialogue, and the next day we shot the fight. It was dialogue. All right, we have 6 hours left. Now let's do the fight scene.
Okay, we're gonna break for lunch, and after that, we're gonna get into the fight.
Let's throw in another
Hey,
sword
I
fight
saw-
scene that you've done that is extra impressive because Malai can't see anything while doing it. Let's go to the Far Cry Blood Dragon.
I'll be back for a second. I'm back.
Blood Dragon. That's Malai in the robot suit.
My vision was this up here, and then these two ones down here.
Yeah, just little
I was like
circles.
fighting like this.
Ooh, a little elevation, a little twist. Got a green sword, and then.
I remember just doing that for fun. Yeah, you walked over and was like, can you put that in?
Yeah. So the swords that these guys are using, it's aircraft aluminum. There's actually a dude out in the desert in LA here that makes film weapons out of aircraft aluminum. Aircraft aluminum is really light and really strong. If you try to do this with like a cheap sword you get on eBay, the metal's going to snap. And then to get the swords to glow, we actually have them covered with retroreflective tape. Basically the same thing you wear in like safety vests.
What's Scotch light?
And then there's a ring light on the camera. But it's also on Zin's costume, it's on Malai's costume, so it makes all of them glow with these cool edges.
So this was a fight that they wanted to shoot as a master.
Oh no.
So master just means it's an established shot from the beginning to the end.
Oneer, necessarily. It's also called a oneer, but I kind of like I think I knew it was called a master, but I kind of prefer the term oneer. I don't know, I just love the word oneers.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
We're just gonna film the whole thing and we
Film
can
the whole
cut it
thing.
in whatever
We're
we
still
want.
gonna cut it, but we're gonna make you do the whole fight.
Yeah, because I don't know what I want. That's the old school way of shooting, especially for fight scenes. Like you just kind of shoot coverage and figure it out later. I'm like, no, you need to figure it out now because you're telling the story.
Right.
You got to tell these moments, get those. Those are more important instead of wasting time. So these are masters here. This was a 2-minute fight, and then they edited it to a 1-minute fight. They took out so much.
Like yeah.
My jump spin kick was trash because I was so tired.
As a stunt performer, first step is don't make me do masters.
So when would it be justified to do a master?
Never.
Never, unless you're gonna use it as a oneer.
Unless you're going to use it as a winner.
Yeah.
When you're shooting a master, it's a sign that you didn't necessarily go as far as you could have to having your fight scene prepped. Shooting all of your fight scene in masters is definitely not going to yield you a good result. You should be going in and breaking it into your inserts and your sequences.
Guys, Nico's always sitting here talking a big game about stunts and whatnot. I mean, have you even ever seen him do any cool stunts? Well, stay tuned tomorrow because we literally got 1 billion cardboard boxes so that Nico can prove his street cred and jump off of this building. Yeah, that's right. He literally jumps off this building. That video comes out tomorrow. Stay tuned. Maybe even subscribe.
In 3, 2.
Wait,
Building. That video comes out tomorrow. Stay tuned. Maybe even subscribe.
is that like a red? No, that's not a red Komodo camera. It looks like it though. Is it? I don't know. It looks like they have that money.
3,
Yeah, I think it is a red camera because it says red
2,
over
1.
on the. I saw it embossed. They are invisible.
Action.
Ooh.
Oh, that inside shot.
You took the whole windshield.
I did.
Did it hurt going through that windshield?
To be honest, I don't even remember what happened. All I remember was I'm on the floor. That was the last thing, and holding onto my gun.
Hey, you didn't let go of the gun.
Look at the gun.
Yeah, I remember if you watch when you hit the car, your gun goes and bonks you in the forehead.
Is that what happens?
And you had a little cut on your
That's
eyebrow.
why you don't remember.
I mean, this is one of the easier car hits just because I didn't have to take a full-on hit.
Right.
I threw myself into the car.
So you're launching yourself into that windshield. Is the intention just to break it so it actually softens the impact a little bit, or is it just to make it crazy and cool?
I just wanted to go hard. I think the one thing that people forget about stunts is you can't go half-ass.
You must go full ass.
Because you will end up hurting yourself if you bail.
It's way more dangerous to bail than it is to fully commit.
Yeah.
When you're standing on the street corner waiting to cross and you see traffic going by, do you ever think to yourself, if that car lost control and came straight for me, here's how I would...
Oh, yeah. There was one time where I was just walking down the street and a car came at me like really fast. But he was parallel parking, but he wasn't slowing down fast enough. So I'm like, oh shit, so I just jumped. But he parked.
What's that guy doing?
I see a Lambo drive by, I'm like, oh, I can clear that. I can totally clear that.
So this is Sleeping Dogs. Clint's not here, but Malai is, so we're doing it. You know, we're talking about it.
Sorry, Clint.
Go watch it on his channel at Punisher. Malai and the rest of the EMC team put together some banging action here.
Clint wanted to break a lot of props for this scene, so I'm like, okay, let's break some stuff.
Oh, nice. There's Malai.
Yeah.
Messing up Zin.
Man over.
Was there a pad there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
You can see
a little bounce.
Yep.
Damn.
Sent it. Nice.
Dude, packed up. All right, into the kitchen. There's Malai. Oh, yeah. Love that shot.
That was a one shot, one take shot also.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Dang, that looks so good.
Yep.
Inspiration from the raid.
Damn.
So did he miss the boxes?
He did. We had too many guys on the line. We were way over.
Was there a pad at the end?
There was. We had 8 inches for him.
You guys did that to me once for a Nerf video you were making.
We did.
I was surprised at how much force you get out of just like a dude or two just yanking on rope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just let yourself go limp and give yourself up to fate. There's a lot of trust in stunt work. Like a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what a coordinator told me. He was like, "Hey, you become a stuntman when you are putting your life in the hands of the coordinator, and then you're a coordinator the moment the stuntman is putting his life in your hands."
Watch Zin's face. Watch what he does with his mouth.
Sorry that I'm not saying much. I just like to watch the whole video and see it.
Oh, I love it.
Question: how long did you guys rehearse the fight scene?
Not at all.
Right? You just show up on the
We
day.
did like Hong Kong style. We choreographed and shot as we went.
Yep.
Wow.
I think in Hong Kong they still do that. They don't prep. They just go in and they just shoot, and the guys will just be chilling and waiting and getting paid. Whereas
rush
now
hour.
you prep the work because you don't have to pay a full crew. You just pay a number of stunt guys, and then you transfer that to the real shoot. This scene here, I don't know if you guys seen Ninja 2 with Scott Adkins.
Yeah.
This fight scene was stolen by a fight choreographer out in Thailand, and it's replicated. It's on our channel. We did a side-by-side video, and you can see the comparison. They modified it here and there, but it's
Even
the
setup
shots
to
are
it,
the
yeah.
same.
So crazy.
Oh, Shanghai Nine. I love this movie.
Jackie Clip, we're doing it.
Not a Stuntman React. There's no Jackie Chan. I wish they could actually bring Jackie Chan onto the show. That would be amazing. I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan.
This time it involves Owen Wilson.
Oh.
Wow.
So sick, man.
Dope.
People don't realize moves don't have to connect in the real world. You can do whatever you want. So this part where he has two in his hands, the hook is in his hands. How did they get onto the other guy's wrist? It doesn't matter. You
get there.
You get there.
Right.
You just need to like flow that motion into
As
something.
long as there's motion.
And then on a cut, you can be doing whatever you want as long as
Yeah.
that motion flowed.
Same with the when the two guys twist and falls. The motion's different, but as long as they're moving, it connects right into the wreck.
How do you even do that?
Little flavor there.
Let's go.
That was
I do have the double feature. I just don't know where I put it. But I do have the two double features for Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights.
taking forever.
Yes.
I think Jackie's expression there tells me that he tried a lot of takes here.
Finally got it. Singing in the rain.
Yep. He always like uses the environment so creatively. It's so fun. Like this is the closest to like actual Jackie style stuff that you'll see in an American film. Yeah. Like it's way more Jackie than Rush Hour is.
Way more. The sad thing about Rush Hour was like, they wanted him because of all Rumble in the Bronx and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're gonna hire you, but we're not gonna let you do what you normally do.
Right.
I think a part of why I've liked Jackie so much is because
Rush Hour, the first two movies were good. Third one was like a mess because I feel like the third one was they were trying to do it right after Brett Ratner finished Red Dragon, but he always kept getting scheduling conflicts with other movies, and so it was like too little, too late. But the first two movies, I really do. I remember fondly.
still get the feeling like he likes what he does because all the little touches in the fight scene don't really happen if you're not enjoying what you do. Like the little funny ideas, you can't come up with those if you're just bitter and cynical.
Right.
You know, there's whimsy, and you have to preserve that by actually enjoying your work. So a style of scene I would love to react to a little bit more are one takes. So if you have like a long one take fight scene, please leave a recommendation down below so we can take a look at those. Don't say the hallway scene from Old Boy, we already reacted to that. But you know, anything else.
Ooh, listen back to my
Old school.
childhood
Oh my
on the
God.
USA channel.
All right, we're going.
USA channel.
It's been a long time coming. Why does Chuck Norris work so well? Why do we remember it so fondly?
1978 world champion.
He fought the dragon, man.
Yeah, right, that too.
Like this is around the time when Steven Seagal films were pretty big too.
Yeah,
And they're almost the
yeah.
exact same thing.
The difference is Chuck Norris actually, I think Chuck Norris actually does his own stunts for real. Whereas Steven Seagal's method is kind of fake martial arts. Plus, I'm gonna say it, Steven Seagal is not that good of an action star. Hate me all you want, but yeah. The only two times I liked Steven Seagal, the first Under Siege movie and Executive Decision. Those are the only two good films he's done, but if I think of who I like better, I think of, Chuck Norris or Van Damme even. Van Damme, because of the splits, and plus I think just Van Damme is overall, at least Van Damme actually tries to act. Like, it's like he actually hangs around with seasoned actors. Like in Time Cop. His character in Time Cop has a thing where it's like, loses his wife, and it's a better actor. If it was Steven Seagal, he'd be like, yes, I lost my wife. I'm pretending Seagal is eating a carrot now. But yeah. I'm gonna say it again. I like Van Damme better than Seagal. Van Damme's actually made much better movies than Seagal. Plus, Time Cop is one of my all-time favorite Van Damme films. I love Time Cop. I can watch it anytime and not get bored by it. It's just a fun movie.
Got this, and you got that.
Kind of reminds me of Power Rangers.
Because they're in a park.
Yeah.
I think the difference with Power Rangers was that, that was actually pre-recorded stuff, and then they just had to record the other actors doing their own thing.
Smack you.
Yeah. Does he just have his gun in his belt?
Yeah.
No holster?
They're always doing the same combo, which is punch to the gut, punch to the face after they bend
typical
over.
combo.
But you know what? That's what you're gonna do your first time as a stunt guy for most part. You're gonna play a goon, you gotta throw a right hook, and then you gotta take a heavy reaction and hit the ground.
Back when I first started, I thought doing stunts was like, I'm being like a bunch of Jackie Chan style films, just doing hella fights. Nope. Here's a gun. You're gonna shoot at the good guy. You're gonna get shot, and you're gonna go down.
Yeah.
And we'll probably cut before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
But you should sell it still.
Hold on, I'm just gonna pause here the recording. I'll be back. I just want to pause. I bookmarked it 10 seconds.
Here's a gun. You're gonna shoot at the good guy. You're gonna get shot, and you're gonna go down.
Yeah, I think that's
And we'll probably
what
cut.
movie- Is that take? If it was Taken 2, I'm sorry. No, only the first Taken was the truly good one. Then Olivia Megaton came in and just ruined it all.
Before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
But you should sell it still.
There it is.
The crescent
That
kick.
crescent kick.
So is this a real move?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but no one really uses it.
He's doing it. That's a Chuck kick. Maybe it worked for him back in the tournament days.
What, you breaking into the military? He's getting into a military compound? Dude, look at these spin kicks.
Side kick.
Spin
That was a
kicks.
good ass side kick. Whoever did that side kick, that was nice.
Dude, he's just messing these guys up.
Yeah.
One man army right
Keep
here.
him coming.
Did he
They said one-man army, and then now I thought of Seven Nation Army. Ba, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Theatrics are there. Like,
Sorry.
I'm feeling the vibe. Like,
I'm
it's
an
a
idiot.
brawl, and he's just like beating him up. It's just boom, boom, you know? It's like playing Street Fighter 2. It's like you got 2 punch moves and 2 kick moves.
I've been waiting for you.
Is that
Gary Busey.
Is it? It might be Gary Busey.
Busey, what?
Is it Gary Busey? Freaking Gary. Okay, now I've got to find out. Let's see. Movie featuring Norris and that's Gary Busey. I'm gonna flip. Uh, I don't know what the movie is, but it looks like it is Gary Busey. My God.
Bringing the heat. Throwing down. He took a back kick. Oh, look at reaction.
This must be how Gary Busey lost his mind. Yeah.
Oh, where'd that knife come from?
Every time they're losing in a fist fight, they decide to pull a weapon on this man.
Oh, dang.
Let's triple
That
cut
was like
that.
hella triple cut.
You know, if Chuck Norris hadn't actually been like a karate champion, I don't think the show would have worked. I think he needed a little bit of that like cred, that street cred to like let people be like, okay, I'll tune in for the fights.
So if you're watching this video, chances are you enjoy learning new things about life and perhaps filmmaking. Well, thanks to the online learning community of Skillshare, there are thousands of classes that you can choose from to expand your mental horizons. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning that there's no ads around there. They're always launching new premium classes as well. You can learn everything from cooking to After Effects, any type of 3D program, drone flying, photography. For instance, there is a productivity masterclass from Ali Abdal. His class is called Principles and Tools to Boost Your Productivity. I mean, this dude's a doctor, he runs a YouTube channel, a podcast, he does a whole bunch of stuff, and yet he's able to do it all while maintaining a social life. I'm always wanting to do more things in life, and it's hard to fit all of that into my time, so maybe a little bit of productivity learning will go a long way. Skillshare actually has these live courses as well, so you can work alongside fellow members as a teacher live streams their course to you. For less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, you can maybe throw some of the money that you would towards like a streaming platform and more towards something that will actually improve your brain. So Kevin, get off that toilet and sign up for Skillshare.com. Click that link in the description. The first 1,000 people to click the link will get an entire month for free to Skillshare Premium. That's a pretty good deal if I don't say so myself.
That was fun watching all those again. Right? It's been a while since I just sat down and watched just fight scenes.
I know. That's actually one of my favorite things about the show is just sitting down and watching cool fight scenes.
Revisiting all the scenes, man.
If you guys want to check out more of Malai's work, follow him on Instagram. It's at Malai the Stunt Guy, or on YouTube, which is just simply Malai Kim as his channel. We'll have links in the description below. Guy, also, thank you once again for joining us as well.
of course.
You guys can follow Guy at Guy X De Silva. All right, dudes. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still in my pajamas, by the way. Now I've got to be very curious about it. But yeah. Yeah, they pulled up a lot of good clips. It's always fun to see a Jackie clip, but also a Chuck Norris clip. You know, back then. Actually, now I just want to look up and see what Jackie Chan's been up to. Sorry I don't have anything interesting to offer. It's just, let's see, Jackie. Uh, hmm. Filmography. And, nah. You gotta remember whatever. Because I would say the latest film Jackie Chan has done that I remember being actually good, The Foreigner. But he's just he hasn't really done much lately that I would think is worth it. Um, but yeah, I need his love. Yeah. Um, hmm. I have heard about rumors of them potentially doing a third Shanghai movie, like Shanghai Dawn, I think is what the potential title is. Yeah, Shanghai Nights. Here it is. It is a sequel to Shanghai Noon, directed by David Dobkin. Yada yada. Planned sequel. Here it is. Um, third film was meant to be produced under the title Shanghai Dawn. Plans for the film were posted on Jackie Chan's website, but after some news of casting and production plans, no film has been produced. While unconfirmed, it is speculated the project has been halted indefinitely. In a February 2003 interview, Owen Wilson said, "We're talking about maybe starting it in Hollywood and then going from there to Africa or the pyramids. I feel like we have the freedom to take them wherever in time we want." Yeah, because I don't know, maybe it's because the second film did not make as much money. Yeah, budget $50 million. And only grossed 88.3 million. So sort of like underperformed. Yeah. One of the first films I think Donnie Yen did was Shanghai Nights. Now that I read about it, also Aidan Gillen as well as in the movie. Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, also Aaron Taylor Johnson, by the way, as Charlie Chaplin, as they called him, which is funny. And they had Jack the Ripper, Gemma Jones, and the Jackie Chan stunt team. What's interesting about Bradley James Allen is that yeah uh yeah, I'm looking at it too. The first film wasn't exactly a big hit. It was made for like $55 million, but it only grossed 99, nearly 100. But apparently, like, the sales were very big as far as home media for Disney, at least. It made so much that Disney considered doing a sequel to it. But I think the second one did not make as much money as one expected. Uh, yeah. Okay, here's what I know about it. On May 14th, 2015, MGM announced they are moving forward with Shanghai Dawn. Jackie Chan, Owen Wilson, and Fan Wong, who plays Chun Wang's uh younger sister, Sean Lin. Uh, let's see, are expected to reprise their roles as Sean Wei, Wang, Royal Bannon, and Chun Lin, respectively. In September 2016, Jared Hess signed on as a director for the film, while both Alfred Miller and my who were the writers? Alfred Goh and Miles Miller. Miller will develop a screen story with Theodore Riley and Aaron Bucham writing the script for the film. Yeah, China in the Old West. As of 2021, there's no release date for the film. Jared Hess. I do know that name. Jared and Jerusha Hess. Are husband and wife American filmmakers, best known for their work on Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Gentlemen Broncos. Jerusha, I think, is his wife. Yeah. Four children. Yeah, Napoleon, the director of Napoleon. Yeah, and Palooka, which was essentially the movie that kind of was like the precursor to Napoleon Dynamite. And see, he's done Don Verdian, Masterminds, Murder Amongst the Mormons. Apparently working as well as on a Nicktoons movie. I've heard about that, but it's been a long while. Uh, Palooka, short film directed by Jared Hess, produced. yeah, the short appeared. The short film Beluga it actually appeared as a special feature on the DVD of Napoleon Dynamite. So yeah, that's interesting, and it had mostly John Heater, and yeah, shot on black and white on 16 millimeter film. Film was completed in 2 days with a budget of under $500. Son of a yeah. Uh, it went from one thing to the other, just like that. Yeah. Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite. Um. Yeah. The thing about Napoleon Dynamite was that it was made on a budget of $400,000, and it ended up grossing 46.1. So if I look at the calculator online, uh, 46. Actually, let me. 1 divided by 400,000 equals. So it made probably 115.25 times its budget. Ended up grossing more, I think. I don't know. But yeah, 1,000 times. So that's interesting there. A lot of, let's see. Yeah, the legacy. I remember when they tried doing an animated series and it sucked completely. I've seen a few clips. Yeah. I wouldn't really call it but yeah. Um I really got nothing to add. That's strange. I wonder if they've already talked about Kingsman already, because Kingsman had a lot of great action scenes. Like, what made the first one work was that it was like a gamble idea, and um yeah, Kingsman, because I'm just so confused now on what I'm supposed to talk about. Kingsman, Kingsman, the Secret Service. Because, yeah, like, it was like a dare. No one expected that movie to be as good. And the second one, unfortunately, wasn't good. It was mediocre at best. It just didn't have that energy that the first movie had. And I know several times they've delayed The Kingsman, because, it was originally supposed to come out on. Yeah, it was originally scheduled to be released on November 15th, 2019, but was pushed back to first to February 14th, 2020, then to September 18th, 2020, then February. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Been delayed over 7 to 8 times. That's just damn, I really do hope The Kingsman, the movie, is actually good, because, you know, I think it looks epic. It looks pretty decent from what I've seen. And with that, I think we're going to end the video here. This, again, Stuntman react to bad and great Hollywood stunts. Leave a link to the original video down below, as well as a link to my Instagram page, and a link to the Quarter Crew channel. 4.91 million. They're almost nearing 5. See my, yeah, all you could see was my eyes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you did subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. Thanks everyone. I'm gonna wish you all Godspeed. Take care. Trying to do the weird auction announcers. Yeah. One of the rappers that Eminem was too scared to diss. Bye everybody.